2000, my wife of 20, let's see, it would be 22 years, 24 years at the time, was diagnosed with adenocarcinoma, which is a stomach cancer. And she lived for 4 years, and it took everything that I had to keep her alive. So after she died, I closed the business. I gave my house back to the mortgage company, and I went into trucking because it gave me a job and a house. When I redid my health, my medical, I showed up that I had a movement disorder called chlorea. Now the neurologist said he couldn't say that I could or that I couldn't do my job, but being an owner of a company, you're going to go with the safe side. So I was let go of my job from Swift, and then I came back to Las Vegas, and I did a couple things with telemarketing, and then I got into driving taxi. But then they found out about my movement disorder, and it wasn't on my application, and they fired me because I lied. So after that, I haven't been able to get a job, and I am on the streets, homeless, waiting for Social Security to either put me on my wife's medical or widow's benefits or SSI.
How old are you?
58.
58. So that makes it pretty tough to find a job too.
If you watch an old show from C-SPAN, there's a lady called Ann Conti who did an interview with all the HR people for all the major corporations, and they're saying if they get an application and the guy or the girl is over 50 and they're not working, they throw their applications away. They don't even look at them. So it's not just me. I mean, there's a lot of people in my boat. Back in 1975, I was working for a company. I can't even remember what the name of the company was, but it was a paging company. We just hooked up paging in factories and outside, different plants, and she was working for XL Industries down in Elkhart, Indiana, and they built a new building. We had to put paging in there, and she was my contact. And I started flirting with her, and she kind of flirted back a little bit, and we went into her office, and I seen a picture of her and this guy. I said, "Who's the guy?" And she goes, "Well, that's my husband." And I apologized. I said, I don't do that. I don't mess with, married women. I'm so sorry, I'll keep it more professional. She goes, "Well, it's not really a good marriage." I said, "But it's a marriage." And she goes, "Yes, it is." So, kind of left it there. And about 3 months later, one of their engineers tried to move the paging, and he just blew everything. So I was in Grand Rapids, which is directly north of Elkhart. I was the closest tech there. So they sent me down, and I walked in, and there was Joan. And I said, "Hi, heard one of your engineers really engineered something." And she goes, "Oh yeah." And she goes, "By the way," she goes, "I filed for divorce." And I said, "No, I didn't know that." And she goes, "I filed and moved out." And I asked her out that night. And we've been together ever since. And we had our first kid, Jennifer, and she was a little allergic to the sun. And being out here in Vegas, being born June 27th, is not a real good place to be. And my wife said, "Jenny and I are going to Michigan, and you're more than welcome to come with us." She was taking care of that kid. So we packed everything up. We sold the house and we moved to Michigan, and we bought 40 acres of land, built our own house, and
So you kind of had everything at the time, huh?
dude, I had a great life.
Yeah.
I mean, I had so many people that were jealous. I worked for my wife. I didn't own the company. I worked for her. That's why it's so hard for me to get a job. I had nobody to go to.
Yeah.
So, then in 2000, she was diagnosed with adenocarcinoma, which is a stomach cancer, and 4 years later she died. And that's when my life got all turned upside down.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this interview with Alan. I just asked that you guys share it. I'd really appreciate that. If you want to help me change Alan's life and get him off the street, just click on the link below to go to GoFundMe.com. Anything you can give would be really appreciated. I've gotten to know Alan since I've been doing this, and I'm proud to be able to call him my friend now. You know, he's a really good guy. He's not an alcoholic. He's not a drug addict. He just had some things happen in his life that got him down, and he just wound up on the street. I'm also trying to help Alan track down his daughters. They kind of had a falling out after his wife died, and he hasn't been in contact with them for like 10 years. And you know, he doesn't even know where they are. He doesn't know how to find them, and they don't know that he's homeless, and they probably don't even know if he's alive. One's name is Jennifer Marie St. Martin. The other one's name is Mallory Jodway. They're probably in their about mid to late 30s. I do know that Jennifer lives in Michigan somewhere. Other than that, I haven't been able to find any information on them. They don't have any social media accounts, and all the phone numbers listed for them either don't work or they're the wrong numbers. So Jennifer and Mallory, if you're watching this video, your father needs you and he misses you and he'd like to connect with you again. And if anybody out there happens to know them or knows how I could track them down, please write me so I could connect them with Alan. But again, thank you for checking out my video blog and this interview. Just stay tuned. I will be posting the other interviews really soon. All right, thank you. God bless.